York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Breaking through to drop him. That's Marion Winfrey.
They've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer in a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Take it in at the 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Browns 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little...
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Twisting away. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here at the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, field goal get you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now, Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Spinning past him. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
And it will be Falcon football.
Okay, great. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walked off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Browns, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best,
the dating, but I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm